The journey was, boy, I kind of knew I was going to come here, honestly. I knew when AEW first started, I was very unhappy. I wasn't happy because I knew I could give a lot more than what they were using me. And that's all I wanted. Like, I never pushed myself to be any kind of champion. I just wanted to give me the opportunity to excel. And the most disheartening thing was, I feel like I excelled in every single opportunity they gave me, but somehow that was still not enough. And I'm a very competitive person. I grew up playing sports. And it's in my mind, it's if you do better, you should get on top, right? But I got to this point, it's like, what am I doing all this? I'm doing all these, killing myself to a degree to go nowhere. And it was just very frustrating. And I knew I needed a new challenge. And when the whole pandemic thing happened and when they let me go, I was not discouraged at all. I knew right away. I knew it was meant to be. I knew when the time is right, I'm going to come to AEW. And I believe I talked to you. And you said, later on, you said, let's bring you in, but let's have something for you. It's not just, let you not be just here for the sake of being here, which made a lot of sense. And I was so happy. Everything, the timing, the best man, everything worked to such a perfection because it was just meant to be.
It's funny because I remember you reached out to me about a year ago or so and said, like, hey, do you think I could come to AEW? And I said, well, how long's your contract? And you told me whatever, 2 years or 3 years. And I was like, yeah, they're not going to let you go. And you're like, why not? I'm like, they're not going to let you go, dude. There's no way. And you're like, well, if I just ask them, they'll let me go. I'm like, it doesn't work that way now.
Well, so I did ask. I think about 3 years ago, I did ask because it was another situation. It was just unhappy. And I talked to one person. The next day, that conversation was on the dirt sheets.
Really?
Yeah. It was very like, and this was the problem, like who you go to, who do you turn to when you're down, when you need an advice, when you need somebody to be like, hey man, you'll be okay. You have nobody because they're all stooges. Somehow it always leaks out and you don't feel safe. And if you don't feel safe, you don't know where to turn to, then you're naked out there. And thank God I have my wife and she has me and we always kind of like, when I'm distressed, it's back and forth. But at the end of the day, man, you need somebody that you can be, hey, this is not okay. Who do I talk to?